Hello, everybody. NC4XL, North Carolina for extreme lovers, and I'm not. Just Dom, the darling old man. I wanted to post this here to help out our new activators who sometimes, in the heat of the night when we do our logs, if we're doing our logs on paper, we sometimes bust a call and we don't realize that we did. Or we heard one thing and wrote down something is another way of putting it. When you're using a device, most of the time it's very simple. You get it corrected right away. But when you're not in the area where your device works to pull up the database, it could be a problem. So here is just some ways to help you when you get home with your log. Don't think, first of all, you got to get your log up right away. Get that out of your head. It's nice, yes. Those folks that upload their logs while they're in the park after they finish their activation, awesome. But as an activator, you do not have to immediately. We used to wait 30 days before we'd get to see some of the logs get posted. That was in the day when we had to send it to a third party. So for yourself, here's some hints to help you. Very simple. When you finally get home, go to the photo page, drop down till you see where it says My Hunter's Log. And the first thing that you're really going to look for is all those folks that have already, in the park to parks scenario, uploaded their logs. And you'll see some of those instantaneous, yes, there's that park, that park, that park. And you may see an error where they are on 15 meters and you are on 20 meters. And that's a scenario you'll have to check on either with via email or whatever. Put this in the back of your head. A busted call is going to happen more than once and nobody's going to punish you for it. It just happens. But if you're doing on paper like what I do, write what you hear. Simple. Write what you hear. If you're on a device, type what you heard. Type what you heard. That's the best answer. And you're going to have some oops moments. You don't need to get paranoid. Don't need to get upset at yourself. When you're out there as an activator, you already have a stress level that the hunters just don't understand because all they hear is 25 people trying to reach you. You're out there on the other end getting clobbered with those 25 people trying to pick one out. And that's why I sort of do things the way I do, but to each their own. So when you get home, go to your hunter's log and see who's already uploaded their log. Timeout, break, let's see. Hunters, guess what? Guess what, hunters? Did you hear this? This is for you too. The same thing. At the end of the day, after you've been out there chasing all the different parks and you're relatively new, a good percentage of your activators will have already uploaded. Very simple. Go to your hunter's log and see if you made it. Because if they have uploaded the log and you contacted them, you should see your call. Now, for those of you that work me, I generally don't upload my log until the next day because I'm too pooped. Simple as that. There you go. That's a helpful information for brand new hunters wondering how you might be able to see some of that. Remember, hunters, you don't do no uploading of logs. The only logs you keep are your personal. Now, one other area that'll help you is if you're at the park as an activator and you went QRT, but your spot still shows there, you may want to try this little unique practice. If it's within the 30 minutes, your post did not drop off. You may have put QRT, which cues it to drop off in 30 minutes, obviously. But on your spot, go down to the green icon on the bottom of it where it says history and click on that history. Hunters, you can do this too. When you're spotting somebody and they're in 2 or 3 parks, but you only see one spotted, go down and click on that little green icon at the bottom of their spot where it says history. Click on it, and then you can scroll through all the stations that may have spotted you. Activators, hello, listen to the red flag or green flag, whichever you want to call it. You have a call that you're not quite sure of. You did paper logging. If you click on that history and it's within the 30 minutes, they may have spotted you. Now, if they have spotted you, you may be able to see where you did a typo error, or it might be a DX station that worked you, and the D you wrote as a B. It's very simple mistake because of the dialects between countries and our hearing abilities. It's such an easy thing to happen. So that's one practice you can do. As an activator, if you have not left the park area, but you're not operating, you can click on the history on your spot and see who's all spotted you or respotted you. Now, let's say for you activators that have gotten home and you do your log, and I send mine to QSO map, the ADIF, and it allows me to upload it and I get some nice maps, etc. But it also sends me an email and says call not found. Well, I have a fat finger, so I get one on both hands, and I'll put NC4XLL. Didn't realize I typed 2 L's. And QRZ said call not found. Well, I said that ain't right. So I can go back to my log and see where I made a mistake. Especially when I paper log, I'm able to immediately go back to my paper log. But there is a third source to deal with. And I don't know how to explain to get you all there except tell you about it. And hopefully if you will do a search, or somebody, an admin can help you send a message to the help desk. But I use Slack. Slack takes every respot and it's there as a history database, in my opinion, is what we'll call it. And I can go back and type in the park number. I didn't get your call, but I got the park number. I got your call, but I didn't get your park number. Or I'm not sure on your park number. There also is another avenue to look. That's not filling in bad blanks. That's verifying your writing your contact. And there's nothing wrong with verifying. As an older person, my hearing has gotten marginal, let's say. So I try real hard to make sure, if in doubt, check it out. As simple as that. That's what I do. It's called Slack. I cannot direct you. I can only tell you about it. There used to be a link in the very bottom of the POTA page. You go to the very bottom, it says Parks on the Air. And when you click on one of those other hyperlinks, it would take you to where you see Slack. I wish I could be better at getting you an answer, but that is another source that I use as an activator. Write what you hear, but if in doubt, feel free to check it out, but don't get upset about it. Don't worry about it. I still have somebody who said I work them data. I don't touch data. So I don't know how that got there, nor am I going to worry about a little thing like that. May God bless you. I hope that this informational bit will help you as a activator to relax some, and as a hunter to understand you don't send a log in. They do, the activator, but you can go to your hunter's log and see when they have uploaded their logs. And please don't ever pressure an activator to get their log in. They'll get to it when they get to it. 73s and have fun. NC4XL, North Carolina for extreme lovers. I'm not. Just the darling old man. 73s, folks.